Hello everyone, so now we have the troubleshooting lab 4 here. In this one, same issue we have, these two guys are unable to communicate. For simplicity we are using this scenario. Maybe you will have 4-5 switch, after that you have this PC, maybe you have some router, maybe you have different scenario. But concept remains same, you will use the same steps procedure to do the troubleshooting. So now what we will do, we have here 192, let me check first of all what is the IP here. We have IP 1.1, we are pinging to the machine 192.168.1.2 and reply is not coming. And if we check for the machine PC2, if we go for the PC2, if we check here, do we have IP or not? We have the IP and this guy is unable to ping the machine 1. We verify that one also here. So this one is not reachable. So now as we told, we have so many issues before. Till now we learned 3 issues, so let's verify do we have any issue here. What we will do here, we will write here show VLAN brief. I write here show VLAN brief. If you see here what we have, we don't have any VLAN, we have the default VLAN. Okay, default VLAN we have that all interface is in the default VLAN. If you see, let me check do we have the trunk or not. Show interface trunk.
Yes sir, we have trunk.
We have trunk here. How we know? Because this interface is 0 by 0 is not here. So we can imagine we will have the trunk. We will have the trunk. But now we don't have, we have this interface is 0 by 0 in the VLAN 1. This is in the VLAN 1. And now what issue we will have here? Let's see. And we can check here also. Let me go to this PC also, this switch. We can verify here also. I will write here show VLAN brief. Okay, if I check here, I have the, here we have VLAN 100. Okay, so what issue we find here in this switch? In this switch,
There is no VLAN, sir.
yeah, we don't have any VLAN, no VLAN here. By default, whatever VLAN we have only that VLAN, VLAN 1 and other VLAN we have. But here we don't have VLAN 100. Here we have VLAN 100. So maybe this is the issue. So now let's try to fix this one. Another thing, we have the trunk port. So that is good. So what we will do, we will go to the switch 1. Which switch? Switch 1, and we are going to create the VLAN 100, and we are going to put this interface in that VLAN. So what I will do here, we will I will go in the global configuration mode. Already know how we can create VLAN. We need to write VLAN and VLAN number. I will write VLAN 100. Name we can give anything. I will give IT. So now we created the VLAN. If we want to check, we can write do show VLAN brief. So now we have the VLAN 100, but we don't have here the interface in that VLAN. If you see, this is a VLAN 100, but we don't have interface here. So which interface we need to check? We need to check E0 by 1. So this is the interface we need to bring here. So let's bring that interface here. So what I will do, I need to go to that interface. I will write interface Ethernet 0 by 1, and then we will write switch port axis, or we can write switch port mode axis, and then switch port axis VLAN, which VLAN 100. So I put the interface here also. Now we can verify show VLAN brief. So if you see, we have the VLAN 100 now, and if you see both the side, we have this interface here, this one, and same thing we have here also. So now everything is good. Now we can ping and check if it is working or not. Let's see. This is the PC1. Before we don't have the VLAN. Now we have the VLAN. So let me ping here. Let's see it is working or not. It is not working. We have one issue. We fix the one issue. First issue is we don't have VLAN and this interface is not in that VLAN. So we created the VLAN 100. And we put this interface in the VLAN 100. So this one we finish. Here we have VLAN, this interface is in the VLAN, we have the trunk here also. So what is the issue? Why it is not working? Can anyone tell why it is not working? Let me show you switch. If this is a switch 2, we have the trunk here. Let me write show interface trunk. Can anyone tell what is the issue? Anyone?
Encapsulation.
Here we are using the encapsulation.1q. So let's see in the switch 1 what we are using. In the switch 1, if you see here, here, same thing we are using.
There is N, sir. There is N.
Where N?
In switch 2, there is encapsulation. There is N dash 8012.
No, this one is coming because we have the auto. So let me make this one. If you are saying that one, I will make this as a, what I will do here, because what I am saying, we are getting that one because we have here auto. Here it is on. So even if you have one side auto, other side on, if you are using .1q, it should work. So what else we have another issue? If I make the manual both side, it will, let me make manual here if you want. But we have one more issue here. Anyone can
Sir, VLAN 4 is allowed to come.
what again? This one?
Yes, yes. Should be 100 I guess.
No, it is allowing all the VLAN.
yes.
VLAN allowed on the trunk port is from 1 to 4094. Okay. So means it will allow. So now currently we have this 2 VLAN. It is allowing that one. So what is the issue here? What we check? If you want, I can make here you are saying make that port as a.
Show IP interface briefs.
Okay, let me do that one. Do show IP interface brief. So all interface is up. And if you want, I will make that port also like interface. Which one is as a trunk here? Let me make this here E0 by 0. So I will here interface E0 by 0, and then I will write here switch port trunk encapsulation dot 1q, and then I will write switch port mode trunk. So I make this one. If you want, show interface trunk. So when we done both side on mode, this N remove here. Okay, but that is not a issue. If you see here, now both are same, but issue is still same. Let me ping and show you here. Not reachable.
This one is tricky.
Because here before we have here auto, and here let me move here. Here we have on. So if you have auto or on, no problem, because just now in the GNS3 we verify that one. It is forming the trunk. We check here. We verify that one.
So maybe an IP address.
No, here we IP for the machine. Let me show you the IP for the machine. I will write show IP here. This is a PC1, and then I will take the PC2. This is a PC2. I will write show IP. So here is the 1.2. Here is a 1.1. So all are good. IP is no issue here. Anyone can tell, or let me, or you want me to tell? Anyone here?
Ethernet problems?
No, because it is having the connectivity. We can see the ports are up. If we have any loose connection, interface will not up. So let me do now. What I will do, if you see, this is a switch 1, this is a switch 2. If you see here, only VLAN 10 allow. If you see here, we have only VLAN 10 allow in the switch 1. That's why the switch is not allowing to go for the VLAN 100. Let me explain again. If you see here, when we are writing show interface trunk, here what we are giving, VLAN allowed on trunk is from 1 to this number, and we have active is here 1 to 100. But if you check here, someone misconfigure here. They are saying only allow VLAN 10, not other than 10. But we are using VLAN 100, not VLAN 10. So we need to allow VLAN 100. Then it will work. So how we can allow? We will go here in the configuration. Which interface we need to check? This is the interface E0 by 0. So I will go here, interface E0 by 0, and then I will write here switch port trunk, and I will press question mark. If you see allow, we have allowed, I will write allowed, and after that I will put question mark. Which VLAN we want to allow, we need to write, I will write VLAN and then I will press question mark. So here we can say all VLAN, we have different option, or we can give the which VLAN we want to allow. So we want to allow all VLAN, so I will write here all. Okay, now if we check show interface trunk, you will have here again like 12409. We are saying allow all VLANs, and here if you see we have 1 and 100. If you see here before, we don't have here and we don't have here, but now when we allow, it is working. So what command we use? We use this command. We need to go to that interface and then we need to type switch port trunk allow VLAN all, because we want to allow all VLANs. Someone configure only allow VLAN 10, that's why they are unable to communicate. So now let me ping here. Now let me ping and check. It is working. It is working. So what issue we face here? Someone misconfigure here also. Maybe some guy misconfigure here. What they done here? They told only VLAN 10 allow in this interface. So what we done? We write here allow all. So then start transferring of the traffic from here to here. So this is the troubleshooting lab 4. In this one we learn, we need to check also which VLAN is allowed in this interface. Sometime for security purpose we block some VLAN also. So that one we observe here. In this one, if you see, in this one we observe that one. Before it is not allowed. This one we need to notice. If you see here, where it is, now here it is allowed, but somewhere here above it is not allowed. As we checked just now, we created VLAN 10, and if you see here, this one, here only VLAN 10 allow. So we remove that one and we put from 1 to whatever default range, allow all the range. Okay, so this is a troubleshooting lab 4. So let me stop this.